All right. So the real question, and this is the new elephant in the room for the world of Onision. Did I write the book on narcissism? Um. So someone signed up to Onision.forum and they paid to be able to text me. And this person who paid to be able to text me, they asked me if I had a authorship pseudonym. They used a word I didn't know. I had to look up what the word meant. It was like, I don't know, some pseudonym for pseudonym. It's weird. But apparently, I thought they were really smart, and I was like, wow, you're really, that's impressive. But then I found out some probably hater made a video saying that I wrote a number of books and that I've been writing books. That's their claim. For some time. I wish you guys used your investigation skills for good. I really do. Because if you used even a fraction of the amount of intelligence that you have to criticize the people who are my opponents, you would find so much more dirt than what you say is dirt, what you identify as dirt, what you think is dirt in my direction. Like literally, if it was profitable, if the public would say, gosh, thank you for being fair and balanced. Thank you for seeing both sides. Thank you for looking at it from both ends. You would find so much mucus, maggots, rot, and scum with my opponents. But instead, you work 4 times as hard to find things about me. And it's frustrating because if I had done what my opponents did, I would be in a padded cell. You guys would make sure of that. But instead, 7 years after the nonsense was spreading everywhere, still nothing. I'm still here. You guys have so much power to do so many good things with that intelligence that I know you clearly have, assuming you didn't use AI to discover this. Because if you use AI to figure out the book on narcissism thing, which you should read, by the way, it's a very good book. Yeah, I'm talking about with that reporter. You know that reporter, like something that was very strange was when somebody's trespassing on your property and you call the police on them, in almost any circumstance, the public would say, oh, they stalked your spouse when your spouse was picking up your child, your young child from work or from school. They stalked them, allegedly, and followed them home and then trespassed on your property and you called the police on them with 6 or 7 other men, 6 or 7 other men, most of whom, for some reason, all had cameras. Like, why do we need that many cameras? If someone did that to you and you called the police on them, the public in almost any situation would say, wow, that's horrific. How dare they do that to you? Good job calling the police. Like with Jack's Films and Sniper Wolf. Right? Sniper Wolves took a photo and the internet lost their mind and said, this is a terrible thing, a photo. But someone trespasses on someone else's property, literally crosses the country to commit a crime in Washington State, and you guys make fun of the person for calling the cops. Even though when the cops showed up, the cops asked them specifically to leave. I know there's like a photo of them shaking the cop's hand, but cops are literally public servants. Like, what are they supposed to do? Say, no, I won't shake your hand. Like, and also bringing a lawyer who actively had claims against him by women with you? Like, so you brought an alleged MONSTER or PREDATOR across state lines with you, and you trespassed on my property, and I called the cops on you, and the cops showed up, and they instructed you to leave with this PREDATOR alleged with you for some reason of women who apologized to that woman on a recording. Allegedly. I heard the recording, but who knows? You brought that man with you across state lines to trespass. And the person who called the cops on you for trespassing gaslit to the end of the world. Like gaslit, like crazy. Oh, you called the cops on a trespasser. Anyway, so if you used your investigation skills on my opponents, the amount of crap you would find on them and the stuff you would have against them, the contradicting stories, the changing narratives, the confessions. But you guys don't do that. And it's weird because you're supposed to be intelligent, right? But money is the root of all evil. So who are you getting paid to be up against? You're not getting paid to be up against them because for some reason the masses never wanted that. Way back in the day when she said she was only going to sign this agreement, I had another friend sign first and then she signed. But out of the 5 or so people, I think it was 6 total, who signed it, she was the only one who demanded inappropriate stuff in exchange for signing it. She was the only one. All my other friends had no problem signing it without demanding anything from me, but she was the only one who decided to turn it into extortion. And she said that she could destroy our lives if she wanted to. All she would have to do is lie. And then she did. But only after getting what she wanted. She did a live stream where she specifically said, only if I get what I want. That's a near exact quote, nearly. And then she says that through text, she was like, she was a CONSENTING adult. And if she wanted to get her SHIT rocked, that was her right. Another near exact quote. So you have someone who literally engages in extortion and then changes her story repeatedly. And when I reject her, when I literally, after she says that she essentially communicates that she wants me to provide child, how do you say this where it's TikTok safe? She formally requested, and right now, she asked me to make her a mother, essentially, during one of the products of extortion, right? That was what broke the camel's back. That and a couple other things. So once I say, can't do this anymore, you're trying to basically make me your hostage for the next, 20 years or so. Can't do this anymore. I literally am not capable. She goes to you guys and she says some truth initially, like nobody did anything, yada, yada, yada. But then later on changes her story again and again and again. Changes her story over and over again. Probably entirely based on how much money was being offered to her. Which we're going to find out. We'll see. Anyway, long story short, thank you to the 5 other people who signed the non-disparagement, non-disclosure, whatever, mutual agreement, which basically just said we can't lie about each other, we can't talk trash, and it only applies to things that are lawful, So if someone's doing something unlawful, I think it was like number 8. It basically said that there's nothing in this contract that prevents disclosure to authorities or to the legal system or whatever. Because that's an honest, integrity-driven contract. That's any contract you sign wouldn't even be valid if it was trying to get away with something. So anyway, point is, Thank you to the people who didn't demand, like Billy the Fridge. Billy the Fridge didn't say, "Oh, well, you have to give me what I want." Can you imagine Billy the Fridge being like, "Only if you do such and such will I sign"? I'd be like, "You get over here." Anyway, but yeah, did I write the book on narcissism? I think you should read it. And to the actual author, I'm not saying I wrote it, but I think it's a good read. I have definitely read this. I listened to it on audiobook. Okay, I definitely listened to it on audiobook. It's a good book, and it might teach you something. Hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, share, whatever else.